How's it going, guys? This is Mouseball, and this is the Attack Mouse Nation and my salty gearheads. Welcome to Motoring with Mouseball. And guys, we're back at Fuel Fed Fort Lauderdale, and as you can see from all the glare coming off the cars, it did rain, and a little bit of rain isn't going to stop hardcore car enthusiasts from making it to a car meet. Now, Mouseball is here, and so is Minty Green, but there's something special about Mouseball, and I think those who follow Mama Mouse and I know exactly what we're talking about. We finally finished the hood for Mouseball, and with over 13 hours worth of work, we finally got this hood done, put on, and fitted properly to Mouseball for the Cars and Coffee Doral show, a possible debut at Palm Beach Cars and Coffee, and obviously any of the numerous rallies that we'll be doing in the future, plus obvious photo ops and a brand new trailer that we're going to bring to each and every video that we produce. So things have been very busy as of late, and there's no doubt that things have picked up, which is a positive thing, because when you're really busy, well, that means that you're making money, you're able to pay your bills, and when things slow down, you have a little bit of a surplus, so that way you can actually do more of the creative stuff that you want to do. And that's exactly what Mama Mouse and I have been focusing on, is trying to get our creative aspects and juices back together so that way we can produce better content for you. Now, obviously, this hood took me literally 13 hours. Mama Mouse laid out the design the way she wanted it, because obviously she's the one who brainstorms a good majority of all the ideas that we put on our cars, whether it's our Corvette, Merrill, or Mouseball. And considering that me and her did a private run to the Tail of the Dragon, well, we wanted to continue with that tribute. We wanted to make sure that we honor that legendary highway, Highway 129, as being one of the finest drives that you could ever go on. And we actually put the map of the Tail of the Dragon on the very corner. We did a lot of great stuff with the backgrounds. I mean, here I'm going to show you exactly what I'm talking about. So right here, you can see we've labeled as many of the curves of the Tail of the Dragon, and then there's the boss right there throwing Mouseball out of a Pokeball. She wanted the lightning effects for Mouseball, making Mouseball look like he was going to attack. And then right here we have the sixth element, the carbon element, put on the hood to pretty much say that this car is like a baby Lamborghini, you know, like the Sesto Elemento, you know. Plus it matches the actual carbon vinyl on the top, which is actually forged carbon. Then we have Charizard here on the end, and what Charizard actually represents is the dragon not being completely metal. Like the dragon was conquered, and then all of a sudden he was turned into a complete metal statue. And then you have Mew right there overseeing all of it. But we have like a facsimile of the road going through, and I just absolutely adore this because I obviously put a lot of my life into it. And I'm extremely happy with the end result. The color matches, everything looks really good, and the shine is impeccable. As you can see, I polished this out as best as I possibly could polish it out, and it's very deep. So I'm very happy with the end result. But best of all, Turbo Tom is here with Minty Green. I mean, he did a quick cleanup on the car, and this is going to be a short meetup, but it's a great meetup. Obviously, we have the Lotus Esprit V8 twin turbo, gorgeous car, 350 horsepower. I mean, beautiful white color on it. Not exactly sure what version or shade of white it is, but it's absolutely gorgeous and well taken care of. And then right here, this Porsche's almost mint color. It's like, it's blindingly beautiful. I absolutely love the way this car looks. And then the back of the shells are actually painted the same color of the car. This is an RS, And what I really love about it is the fact that the wing is subdued. I'm pretty sure it raises up, but these Porsches are by far some of the most beautiful ones that you could ever lay eyes on. I mean, the color itself is just absolutely amazing. And when you have unusual colors like this, it really brings a lot of personality to a car that is just meant to go fast. And then right here, again, an Aston Martin. I mean, Aston Martin has some of the most beautiful lines on any British car. Absolutely gorgeous, sexy automobile. I mean, just look at the way the seats are. Kind of a combination of a normal seat with the lumbar bolsters and lateral wings to hold you in. It's a stick shift, and I love the machined gauges and the machine turn dash. The center console looks absolutely beautiful, and it's got this very dark cherry red leather. I mean, gorgeous car. Just look at the actual body lines. I mean, this haunch right here that slightly Coke bottles out to the front, and then you've got the flares on the very end where the nose just kind of turns slightly blunt, and it's just absolutely amazing. And then right here we have a Porsche 911 that's actually fairly new. I mean, we're talking about a 2021, 2020 version. A GT3 Touring, this is the first time I've ever seen a car like this. And just to give you a really good look, I mean, it's got a nice little mini diffuser down there on the bottom. Massive brakes. I mean, these brakes are probably anywhere from 15 to 16 inches in diameter. Especially this one. This one right here is massive. Just look at that. These are the carbon ceramic brakes. And you've got a 6-piston caliper, but that's just huge. And then they are 2-piece rotors. So the rotor rings can be changed out, and you don't have to toss a rotor in its complete substance to the trash just because the rotor's worn out. You can actually change out the ring and make use of the hub assembly once again. And then this beautiful red leather, lipstick red, got the carbon trim, which is a normal thing for Porsche, and the tachometer, which is actually right in the center, is in red. And it's beautifully laid out, beautifully done. I mean, the interior is just absolutely gorgeous. I mean, all of the Porsche just deliciousness, the Porsche simplicity, the way they actually lay everything out ergonomically for you to drive fast is here. And then obviously with any GT3 or GT2, depending on which model you get, you have all the performance advantages. You know, the extractors, the air intakes, everything is designed and made to cut through the air, to extract heat, to take in air to cool the engine. I mean, the car is absolutely gorgeous. And then obviously a whale tail Porsche. Who wouldn't love one of these? I mean, you got the little shark fin on the wide body. I mean, these cars were just an 80s icon. This was something that you saw on the wall with a Countach, and with this car over here, a 328 Ferrari. Again, parked next to yet another whale tail Porsche. And as you can see, the differences between all the different models, from the early 80s to 2020 and beyond to the early 90s. These cars just, they look the same, but they're different. You have to look for all of the little attention to detail, how they change the tail lights, how they moderately but very incrementally change the shape. Like, as you can see, the whale tail on the early 80s to late 80s models is different from this one, which is more streamlined, just as large, but still mimics the original one from the 1980s. And I mean, the color is this pewter blue silver, really beautiful color. You got your AMG Mercedes right here, and obviously any Ferrari is going to look gorgeous. This one, a 328. This one was faster than the 308 model, but still has a transversely mounted V8 with 4 valves per cylinder. And now right here you have some of the American classics, a chop top, probably a Merc, I would assume. But yeah, guys, I mean, the kind of cars that come here are going to be some of the ones you've seen from previous videos, and they're going to be some of the ones that you've seen from other videos I've done, but they are constantly changing with new ones coming in every time. You never know what's going to show up. I mean, to me, it's really fantastic when you go to a show and yeah, you're going to see quite a few of the same cars that you're usually seeing at these kind of meetups. But what's really nice is when you actually get a few new cars that you never expected to see in the first place. Like for instance, that S2000 that just pulled in. I mean, again, this is a European classic car show, but it's literally an open invitation car show and car meet for just about any make and model. So you could pull up in a modified Volvo and you're okay. You could pull up in a beautiful SL550 Mercedes and you're okay. You could pull up in this Velocity yellow Corvette and you'll be okay. I mean, just look at this thing. It has the vents that you would see on the C5R. And this is one that I think my friend Mike would definitely appreciate because he has a C5 Z06. You've got your Porsche 944s. You've got Volvos. You've got a lot of amazing cars that show up, and it doesn't matter what you drive. If you love the car, if you actually put a little bit of your own personal self into it, you end up having a car that could be at any show, at any meet. And that's the whole idea, is to get together with like-minded people, enjoy cars you've never seen before, take in the atmosphere that makes car meets what they are. Something completely and utterly enjoyable. Some cars have more performance than others. Some cars have a history and a pedigree like no other. And some cars are just so damn cool. I mean, just look at this right here. I mean, look at the contrast from your rat rod to your polished up chip foo style chop top Merc. I mean, that is super cool. It's got the ghost flames on it, and these are very well done because as you can see, you can just barely see them. They kind of just disappear as they go down the hood. But that's exactly what ghost flames are supposed to be like. They're here, they're there, but they're not really there. And as you can see with this car right here with this beautiful purple interior, it's something else. But guys, we're gonna take a closer look at some of these cars and I'm gonna get back to you in another one.